Hey, you over there. I remember you. Welcome back. Today we got another video. If you're new around here, welcome. If you missed the first two videos, don't be afraid to go back, click on them, take a look at them. They are helpful. I am doing them in chronological order, so anybody could learn and start from the very beginning. So if you do like what you're seeing, please don't forget to comment, like, subscribe. It's only going to help push this channel farther and help it grow over time. So if you watched last video, or even if you didn't watch last video, kind of what we talked about was goal setting. We were looking at the importance of goals, and then we kind of looked at the different kind of rep ranges, rep schemes, kind of what kind of adaptations you're going to get from that, and kind of talked a little bit about each so you could learn or even decide kind of what you're kind of looking at. So what I wanted to do today was kind of take it one step further, and what I wanted to do was kind of start to map out how you'd create your own workout routine, and there really is a lot of factors that go into that. I think it's really important to talk about it. So when it comes to creating your own workout routine, there's a couple things you have to look at. Number one thing, time. Time is hard for a lot of people to squeeze in. Exercise, honestly, exercise is usually the last thing people think about when it comes to time. Everyone gives the excuse of, I don't have time. So let's kind of break that barrier away and let's figure out time. For your body to get adaptations from exercising, you need to work out a minimum of 3 days a week. So all it's gonna take is 3 hours a week. And trust me, once you get into the swing of things and you start seeing your results, you'll find more time to get even more days. I like to say 5 days is a sweet spot for working out. If you can get 5 solid days of working out in for 5 hours for the week, you are looking really good and going in the right direction. So first off is time. So now that we kind of broke down the time allotment a little bit, now we need to look at the number two issue I see with a lot of people is, I don't understand what I'm doing. Which, if you've never trained before, it's understandable. How are you going to know what you're doing if you've never done it before? So that's where going online helps, watching someone's YouTube videos, or even reading exercise books. There's a lot of good books out there that breaks out movements, eating patterns, how to kind of create your routine. So I just wanted to make a quick video today to kind of show how you're going to do that if you want to make your own routine. There are plenty of routines out there, and moving forward from this video forward, I'm gonna kind of start to do some of my own routines and show you guys so you can kind of pick up from there and learn. I'll also get in more into some diets, kind of what a day looks like for me, so everyone can kind of get the gist of what you're gonna be doing, or at least showing you how you're gonna be doing it, so you're not left there just guessing and making all these mistakes, because I've learned from my mistakes already. There's plenty of things I did wrong in the beginning that I'm gonna save you guys a ton of time with, that you're not even gonna have to worry about happening. So now actually looking at creating your routine. So when it comes to time, I'm gonna take from this perspective that you're going to be working out 3 days a week. Because the difference between working out 3 days and 5 days is going to be the body parts that you're gonna do. So kind of if you're looking at a 3-day routine, the way I would break that up is a front of your upper body, back of your upper body, and then your lower body. If you were looking at a 5-day routine, the way I would break that up would be chest and tris, back and bis, shoulders, legs, and then on the 5th day you kind of can do a combination of your lacking body part. I always say to people, if you feel that there's a body part that's lacking on you, that you feel it's underdeveloped, not as strong as your others, you're gonna hit that body part twice a week. Reason, the more that we work a body part out, the more response it's gonna have, the more growth it's gonna have. So by doing that and following a routine for 8 to 12 weeks like you should be, you will see significant differences in that body part. So now when it comes to actually training, you have to figure out what you're looking to do. So now actually making the routine, we need to figure out if we're looking for strength, power, trying to build muscle, or if we're looking for the endurance factor. And it's all dependent on what you want. You set your goals. You have to remember what your goal is and now program based on your goal. So when it comes to a strength or power training, like I said in the last video, you're gonna take longer rest times, it's gonna be heavier weight, you're also going to be doing less movements in a workout like that because they're so taxing on your body. You can only do so many in a day. Really, 4 to 5 exercises max if you're on a strength or power kind of routine. Now, on the other hand, if you're looking at hypertrophy or endurance, you can look anywhere from 6 to about 12 different movements. And based on what you're looking for, if you're more endurance, now we can start superset exercises, which means one exercise immediately followed by another exercise, then you take your break. So now instead of doing one exercise, taking a minute rest, now you're getting 2 exercises in with a minute rest. So now you're doing twice the workload with the same amount of rest time, but we're also doing 2 different muscles, so now we're getting more work in that given hour that we're going to the gym. So there are many different ways that you can work around actually training your muscles or training for the adaptation that you're looking for. So let's go back to the 3-day-a-weeker. So 3 days a week, like I said, we would do the front of the body, the back of the body, and then the legs. I always like to separate them that way. I just find it's the easiest, it's the most convenient. That way we're able to work every part of the body out. So for example, on the front of the upper body day. So the front of the upper body, you have a couple muscles. You have your deltoids, which is your shoulders. You have your pecs, which is your chest. You have your biceps, and then you have your core, your abdominals. So kind of the way I would structure that is I always start a workout with some kind of slight little warm-up. You never want to go into lifting weights cold. You want to do something to loosen up your upper body just to get blood flowing through there so you're not stiff. It's much less likely to get injured if you do a proper warm-up, and it doesn't have to be long, couple minutes, 2 to 5 minute warm-up before you get into your routine. Trust me, it's a mistake that I used to not do, and it will slowly creep up on you with injuries. So take that time and really warm up. So then you'll start with a compound movement. So say we'll do 5 minutes of warm up, loosen up our upper body. We'll go into bench pressing, for example. So we're gonna start on a flat bench. We're gonna do a warm up set with the bar just to get our body used to the motion. Say then we're gonna do a set with 135. We're gonna do nice and controlled 15 reps. So then now we're gonna find our working set. So our working sets are weights that are going to be tough on the rep ranges that we're looking for. So we're gonna take from this point, we're gonna do a muscular hypertrophy workout. So we're going to do 6 to 12 reps. We're gonna do 3 sets of that. So 225. I'm gonna get on there, nice and controlled, got a set of 12. Perfect. Gonna take about a minute, minute 15 break. Or minute and 15 second break, sorry. Gonna get back on the bench. I'm gonna try for 12 again as best as I can. Just squeeze 12 out. Got really hard. If I know that I'm not gonna get 12 that last rep, find a spotter. You wanna try to get as many as you possibly can. Do not cut yourself short. Just ask somebody at the gym, hey, can you spot me? 99% of the time, someone will have no problem spotting you. It's just how the gym goes. People are very friendly in the gym. It's not very likely someone's gonna say no to you. So then you go for your 225 again. Say you're on the 10th rep, you fail, have your spotter help you 1 extra rep. Get that rep, boom, done. That exercise is done for the day now. So now we hit the main part of our chest. Now maybe we're gonna go to the dumbbells. We're gonna put the bench on a slight incline, about 45 degrees, and we're gonna do incline dumbbells. You're gonna do those looking for 12 reps. That's what your goal is. If you don't get the 12 reps, it's okay. Just try not to fall below 6. If you can't get 6 with it, lower the weight. We want to be able to get 6 to 12 comfortably. So from moving forward from there, then you're going to go to flies. You're going to hit your flies. So now we hit the main part of the chest, the upper part of the chest, and the outer chest. Chest is done. Now we're going to go to shoulders. Same thing, 6 to 12 reps. We're gonna go to seated shoulder press. Boom, 3 sets of 12. Right after that, now we're gonna go to lateral raises. You're gonna hit your lateral raises, 3 to 12 reps. Again, now we hit the front of the delt, we hit the side of the delt. Shoulders are good. Now we're gonna go to bicep curls. Biceps, 2 muscles. That's how some muscles are named, is by how many of them are. Bi is 2. So your bicep. Now we have to hit a regular set of curls, and then we're gonna go hit hammer curls. You could superset those if you want. You could do 1 set of regular curls right into hammer curls immediately after. So now instead of those 2 exercises taking 6 minutes apiece, now you get both done in 6 minutes. Cuts your workout a little bit shorter. So then now we're gonna go to abdominals. We'll go on the floor, we'll hit crunches. 3 sets. Crunches I always do more. Crunches I do 15 reps and above. Your core is a very fatigue resistant muscle. Usually takes a lot more for your abdomen to tire out. Think about it. Sitting up, standing, all is engaging your core without you even thinking about it. So that's a muscle that we're always using without even thinking about. That's day 1 done. Boom, in the books. What I would do is I would do legs next. I wouldn't go right to the upper body again, because you know what? You're just getting into it. Your upper body's probably gonna be really sore. And that's okay, that's normal. Your body, you're doing damage to your body. You're forcing it to grow, to respond. So I would do legs next. So now when we go to legs, we're gonna start with a compound movement again. You're either gonna do squats, leg press, hack squat. 3 compound movements. Any of those 3. Normally, I'll do 2. So I'll do a squat and then maybe a leg press, or I'll do a hack squat and then a leg press. Usually, I do it interchangeably because the squat is a very important movement. If you don't realize it, we squat every day on a daily basis. So if we have problems squatting, we're only making everyday life harder for ourselves. So we perfect the squat, we can put a load on our back with the squat and still squat well. Everyday movements are so much easier. So that's why I say always include some kind of squat or squatting motion. So 2 exercises there. Same thing, 6 to 12 reps, aiming for 12, but it's okay on that last set if you maybe get 8, 7 reps. That's fine. Because the next week you're gonna use the same weight and now you're gonna aim to do better. So you get 12, you get 12 again, and maybe last week you only got 7. Now this week you get 9. You went up 2 reps. 2 reps, say you're using 200 pounds, that's 400 extra pounds of work you did this week compared to last week, and that's just 1 exercise. If you do that on every exercise, your poundage for that workout has now went up maybe 2,000 pounds. So now it's 2,000 pounds of more weight that you did than the previous week that's only going to benefit you and make you grow or respond even better or faster. And progression, linear progression like that over time is going to lead you in that right direction. So got the squats, leg press out of the way. Maybe now we'll go hit some leg extensions. Then we'll go hit some lunges. Then some leg curls, some calf raises. 7, 8 exercises, legs are done. Now we take another rest day. Then we follow that up with our back day. Back, we have a couple muscles. We have our erectors, which is our lower back muscles. We have our lats. We have our rhomboids. Lats are more of like your mid back, rhomboids are your upper back. Then you have your traps, which is kind of, people kind of like to say they're their neck muscles. They're the muscles that sit next to your neck. Your traps, and then you have your rear delts, which is the back side of your shoulder, and then your triceps. So there we'll start with seated rows. Seated rows, 6 to 12 reps. Biggest problem people have with back exercises is they use their arms. What you want to do, your arms are just a pulley system. You're just squeezing your back. You really want to feel your back pinch. So we'll do a seated row. Then we'll go to maybe a 1-arm dumbbell row on a bench. All these exercises I'm saying, you might have no idea what I'm talking about right now, but as I start to make the next videos coming up, you're gonna see all these exercises I'm talking about. I'll record them, I'll be doing them. If not, I'll have somebody I know doing them, and I'm going to explain the exercises, why they're doing it this way. And then I'll also talk about some things that I see people do, common mistakes, and how you can fix these, the right ways, the wrong ways. I'm gonna talk about all of this. So then you do some 1-arm rows, then you're gonna go into lat pull downs. So now upper back's done, at least your rhomboids and your lats. Now we're gonna go to our traps. Traps are just shrugs. Gonna go hit some shrugs. Same thing, 6 to 12 reps, minute break in between. Then you're gonna go to your rear delts, a rear pec deck machine, pinching those shoulder blades back. Then we're gonna go hit our erectors. You can either do that doing deadlifts, rack pulls, or you can even do hyper extensions, pieces of equipment that you kind of just fold your arms and you duck down and then back up. You can do it body weight, you can add weight, holding it to your chest to work the lower back muscles. And then finally we would just finish with some triceps. You could do maybe a close grip bench, a tricep push down, an overhead extension. For each different body part, there's so many different movements. You can use cables, you can use dumbbells, you can use barbells, you can do body weight. Honestly, there's the amount of exercises that you can do are endless. And that's why I'm just scratching the surface here. Moving forward, there's gonna be so many different videos of different routines, different ways you can do your routines. And you guys could you could look at these videos and just take the exact workout I'm making. If you really like that workout, throw it into your routine. Trash what you were doing with, say you really enjoy my chest workout and you feel like your chest workout wasn't working that good, take yours away, put mine in. That's what you gotta do sometimes. You gotta do what feels right to you. What you feel you're gonna benefit the most from, that's what you gotta do. There were times before I was good at making my own routines that I would be doing something and I'm like, you know what? I'm really not getting anything out of this. Let me try this guy's routine. I would try his routine, I'm like, man, this is great. I really like this. My body is sore. You don't want to get to the point that your body doesn't get sore anymore. If your body's not getting sore at all, you're doing something wrong. You're not doing enough. You're not doing enough volume. You're not working out frequently enough. There's a lot of different things that could be. But that's something will happen down the road. If you're just starting or just getting back into it, you really don't have to worry about that right now. But there you go. I just mapped out 3 days a week for someone to work out. You could follow that. Like I said, that routine that I just said, if you wanted to pause the video as I went and jot it down, or I could even put it into the comments so you could have a 3-day-a-week workout plan that you could start with now. 5 days a week just gets a little bit more complex. Won't be as many movements in a day, which will give you time to maybe do some cardio, do a little extra abs. It's all about how much time you want to spend in the gym. But the more time you spend in the gym, the more calories you're gonna burn, the faster you're gonna see your results. Remember that. But at the minimum, with 3 days a week, you can see change. And I promise you can. So that's it for my video for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Like I said, I'm going to leave in the comments a little list of the exercises I went over. So if you were interested in possibly trying that routine out, you could. If not, no big deal. If you're not comfortable, you don't know those exercises, no biggie. That is a beginner's workout. There's a lot of different other exercises that I do that you will see down the road. So if you enjoyed the video, leave a like, comment, subscribe, and please leave some comments. If you have questions, put them. Don't be afraid. I will answer you back. And if it's a long answer, I don't care. I want to respond to you guys. If you really have an in-depth question, don't be afraid to put it. Like I said, next time I post a video, it's going to be a workout routine. I don't know which body part I'm going to do yet, but it will be fun. You guys will kind of see what I get to do, what I like to do, what I enjoy doing. So I look forward to it. So enjoy the rest of your day, guys. I'll see you soon.